Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. I certainly did. Some crazy things happening all around esports and especially some smaller stories out there for CSGO, but I hope you guys all enjoy. As per usual, all of today's stories will be timestamped down below, and we have what is going to be the new set underway. So thankfully we finally have something back here for you guys to look at. So it's almost done. I hope you guys are liking it so far. If you guys have any suggestions as well for the future, let me know in the comments down below. Next step is going to be having a framed jersey right around somewhere over here. We'll get it figured out slowly but surely. Thank you guys for being very patient about the plain white background, but you guys didn't complain too much. I was very surprised by that. So anyways, let's hop into CSGO news out there. Like I said, many small stories, the first of which, the Kalishnikov Cup. I really wouldn't talk about this unless Blue did actually point out on Twitter, yes, the same organizer for this event produces real life AKs, and actually one of the teams there amongst many smaller teams out there, some well-known names on top of that list, but Virtus.pro being one of them. I am not sure how to react anymore. I'm really curious what you guys think about this, because every time we bring this up, it's just again and again and again. Virtus.pro now supposedly HLTV verified first by Cybersport, apparently to have Byali leaving that roster yet again. If you remember, he actually left that roster back last year. He returned a few months later and now apparently off the roster once more after they've actually fully confirmed their 5-man roster for the first time in a long time, as Veggie was added a couple weeks ago. Now apparently Byali will be departing that roster, and it's just the ever-ending question: when will this end, and when will is Virtus.pro ever going to be back? At this point, it just seems impossible. And also the big tournament starting this week as well as throughout this weekend, that will be IEM Sydney. Astralis, of course, will not be there, but many great teams will still be, and apparently some visa issues going underway for two teams out there. First of which, Big Clan announced that Legia would be back in their active roster. So I'm going to be very interested to see what the betting standards, the betting odds out there will be against these matches, because first of all, it'll be Big Clan altogether without Xantares across the entire event. At least we think so. So pretty big, brutal hit for them. Although Legia, they do know him, it's got to be a pretty massive step down compared to Xantares, who accordingly could not find his visa. And by find, I mean acquire that visa. On top of that, though, FaZe Clan being hit, especially against their opening matchup. It'll only be the opening matchup, though, according to them, against Chiefs. So it should be still a pretty close matchup, if not an easy victory for FaZe Clan, although their coach, of course, Yanko, and alongside that, of all players out there, Ustilo will be filling in for Nico and Adren on that FaZe Clan roster. So if you guys want to have a crazy betting day, you might want to take the opponents against Big and maybe want to take the Chiefs against FaZe Clan. We'll see how the matchup does break down. It's a simple best of one. As of right now, Adren has his visa. We think Nico has his as well, but FaZe for map 1 will be a completely new roster as well for IEM Sydney. Visa issues all around the board for the past month or so. You know, of course, Gratisfaction has his, alongside other members as well, other teams out there, unfortunately having visa issues to go to American tournaments for ESL Pro League. So pretty crazy month so far. FaZe Clan will be hit, Big Clan will be hit, but it shouldn't be too big of a hit for those rosters, at least for now. And really the only big news out there currently for CSGO is the Chinese roster shuffle is apparently underway. We talked about this last week. Dobu, a member of 5 Power, he tweeted out some now deleted tweets about a potential new Tyloo roster, which included himself and Ben Tet and amongst others as well. We talked about this being probably a very scary Chinese roster, although Tyloo is already number 1. You have to assume they're making these changes for the better, and on paper the roster does look very scary. We thought it might have been a troll though, because he deleted it very shortly after. We weren't really sure as well, because this now would be a Mongolian, Indonesian, I believe, as well as a Chinese roster. Tyloo formerly has been a majority Chinese roster before that, so you're not really sure if they're going to lose their Chinese tag or their Chinese flag amongst that, but the roster does seem to be HLTV confirmed as well in terms of a possibility out there. As of right now, no confirmed roster for that Tyloo gaming team. Alongside that, though, a brand new Chinese team will be popping up, now known as 1-3. So this team will consist of a bunch of former Tyloo players. It's going to be Mo, Captain Mo, the man who could not walk. He actually hurt himself, was wheelchair bound for a while, then amongst a miracle was then walking months later. We also have DD and Karsa, also formerly Tyloo members as well. They're going to be joined by HZ as well as AE on that roster, and they'll be now known as 1-3 for the Chinese scene. Amongst that, though, rumors as to why Tyloo could be making these changes, even further confirming the possibility of it. That being Jonta, the former Tyloo coach, has now stepped down from that team. Seemingly, they could be making changes if that coaching role is now up for grabs on top of all that. So huge Chinese, apparently a Chinese shuffle could be underway between 5 Power and Tyloo, as well as Vici and the former Flash guys could be involved in that. And we have a brand new Chinese roster now known as 1-3. 1-3 formerly is now 4 of those ex-Tyloo members. So we'll see how the Chinese shuffle does actually end up, but it does seem we could have a new Chinese super team sometime soon playing under the Tyloo name. And very lastly, some smaller stories stories out there. Thanks to Chameleon, the NIP man himself. Apparently, 2 of the biggest private cheats in CSGO have now been brought publicly and also to Valve's attention. So thank you, NIP man Chameleon. Hopefully those cheats will now be, I guess you could say, fixed or caught as well. So going to be cool to see. Slowly these cheaters are reduced, hopefully because over the past few months, we have seen an incredible rise ever since CSGO did go free. So Chameleon, your work is greatly appreciated as we slowly approach, hopefully, a time where CSGO cheaters are going to end, if it ever does come to that. And very lastly as well, thanks to Haci, he's been exploiting bugs on bugs on bugs over the past few months. This one being a Pixelwalk bug exploit actually on Overpass, and he's been doing this for this past few months as well, catching some great exploits / bugs in the game so far. So hopefully going to be patched very soon. It's going to hopefully be brought to Valve's attention as he's very well known on Twitter. So that's going to be it for today's episode of CSGO News. I hope you guys all enjoy. Not too much going on until IEM Sydney, but of course very soon after as well, we have another Blast Pro event in Madrid, so on and so forth. Some big things coming very soon. And as always, my name is Jake. I hope you guys all enjoy. If you did, feel free to leave a comment down below. How are you feeling today? I'm very tired. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I'll see you back here tomorrow, hopefully with more CSGO news. And until next time, take care.